Hey scholars! Welcome to Mathora. I'm Miss B and you'll be learning with me. Today, we're going to learn how to divide using long division. This video is for beginners, which means there will be no remainders. It's strictly just a foundation of learning how to divide. Let's get into it. Here are 5 simple steps that we're going to follow today. First, the setup. We need to make sure we're setting our problem up correctly. Then we're going to divide, which is something that I can show you more than I can tell you. And while we're dividing, we're going to be subtracting and bringing down numbers, and then we're going to repeat. We're going to divide, subtract, bring down, repeat. Let's just try it. Let's get into some examples. Here we have 856 divided by 4. The first number is going to go in, the second number is going to go out. So I'm going to say it again. The first number is going to go inside of the division bar, and the second number is going to go outside of the division bar. The number on the outside is called our divisor, and the number on the inside is called our dividend. So now we need to see how many times our divisor goes into our dividend. So we're just going to start off with one number, the number 8. So you're going to ask yourself, 4 times what is going to give us 8? Whatever that answer is going to go on top of the 8. And the answer is going to be 2. 4 times 2 gives us 8. And now we need to subtract our product. So 4 times 2 is 8. So we're going to subtract 8. And we're going to get 0. Now let's go on to the next number. Let's bring it down. And this 0 will become a 5 now. So you're going to ask yourself again, 4 times what is going to get us 5 or closest to 5 without going over 5? And the answer is going to be 1. 4 times 1 is going to be 4. So we're going to subtract 4. Notice I put my 4 underneath my 5. And we're going to subtract that and get 1. And then we're going to move to the next number. You're going to keep doing this until you're out of numbers to pull down. Now we're going to pull down our 6, and that 1 is going to become a 16. And you're going to ask yourself again, 4 times what is going to give me 16? 4 times 4 is going to give me 16. So I'm going to subtract 16, and that's going to leave me with a 0. Once you reach the 0 and you use all your numbers, therefore you are done and you have your final answer. 856 divided by 4 is going to be 214. This is called your quotient. Let's do it again. 315 divided by 7. The first number is going to go in, the second number is going to go out. Let me repeat that. The first number is going to go inside the division bar, and the second number is going to go outside of the division bar, and we have to see how many times can our divisor go into our dividend. So we're going to start off with one number. So you're going to ask yourself, 7 times what is going to give me 3 without going over 3? 7 times anything give you 3 or close to 3? Yeah, probably 0. Since 7 cannot go into 3, we're going to ask, can 7 go into 31? Let's extend that number by 1 digit. So can 7 go into 31 without going over 31? The answer is going to be 4 times. So 7 times 4 is going to be 28. So we're going to subtract 28 from 31. Notice I put my 4 on top of the 1 because we put it into the entire number 31 and not just 3. 31 minus 28 is going to be 3. And then we need to bring down our 5. And that 3 is going to become 35. Ask yourself the question again. 7 times what is going to give me 35 without going over 35? The answer is going to be 5. 7 times 5 is 35. So we're going to subtract 35 and we're going to get 0. Now I know I'm done with my problem because I have 0 and I used all of my numbers already. So therefore, my quotient, aka my final answer, is 45. Let's do one more like that, but this time it looks like a fraction. You can read a fraction as 728 divided by 8. So the first number is going to go in, the second number is going to go out. The first number is going to go in, and the second number is going to go out, and we need to see how many times can our divisor go into our dividend. Let's do it one number at a time. So can 8 go into 7? No, because 8 times 1, which is the lowest we can go, is 8, and that's over 7. So 8 cannot go into 7. Let's extend it. Can 8 go into 72? Yes, and since 8 can go into 72, I'm going to put my answer of 9, because it can go into 72 9 times, on top of the 2, and I'm going to subtract 72 from 72, and I'm going to get 0. I'm not done yet
because I didn't use all of my numbers. I didn't use this number right here. Now I'm going to pull down the next number in my dividend, and that 0 is now going to become an 8, and I'm going to ask myself, can 8 go into 8? Or 8 times what gives me 8? Well, the answer is 1. 8 times 1 gives me 8, so therefore I'm going to subtract 8, and I'm going to get 0. Now I'm done because I used all of my numbers in my dividend. My final answer is 91. Here we have 852 divided by 12. The first number is going to go in, the second number is going to go out. And we need to see how many times can our divisor go into our dividend. And this time our divisor is 2 digits. Every time you divide, you need to divide this entire number, okay? You cannot break it up. The first question you're going to ask yourself, 12 times what is going to give me 8 without going over 8? Nothing? Right. So now we need to extend the number to 85. Can 12 go into 85? Yes. Now this is where your scratch paper is going to come into play. And this is where your teacher means show your work. So let's see how close we can get to 85 by multiplying by 12. So I'm going to start kind of high. I'm going to do 12 times 5 because I know 12 times 5 is 60. Let's see if we can get closer to 85. 12 times 6 is 72. And let me do one more just for safe measures. 12 times 7 is 84. So the closest we can get to 85 without going over 85 is 12 times 7. So now I'm going to take that answer and I'm going to put it on top of the 5. So we have 12 times 7 equals 84. So we need to subtract 84 because that's the closest we can get to 85. And that's going to give us 1, but we're not done yet. We need to pull down our last number in our dividend, and that 1 is going to become a 12. Okay, so now you're going to ask yourself, 12 times what is going to give me 12? Easy enough. 12 times 1 is going to give you 12, so you're going to subtract 12 again because 12 times 1 is 12, and 12 minus 12 is 0, and you are done because you used all of your numbers in your dividend, and therefore your final answer is going to be 71. Here is 4 more examples that you can try on your own. You can pause the video now, try it for yourself, then press play. And that's the end of our lesson. Don't forget to subscribe and visit www.officialmathora.com for tutoring, worksheets, and games. Bye, scholars!